in Santa Clara. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it? And go to something else and create another big play.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they send a man in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Complete to Kelly. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force their early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal. If it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis. On the move to his left. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Willis. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL. And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Through one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. 41 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns. Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner? No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now they'll change things up. Back to throw, Willis. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, and Nelson's spaced to operate. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, he tries to force it. The Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattler.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On third down, it's Willis. He'll buy some time right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. It's caught. Smith. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Lawrence to throw. Washington's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First down, Jacksonville.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Willis looks to pass it here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Willis's throw pulled in by Kittle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard.
Second down, here's Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Willis wants to pass it again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Willis out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Now he's loose at the 40. DeAndre Swift to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Rip, 23.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and a couple. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Swift again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Jags get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 7.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent. And
what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's free at the 35 and down to the 29-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Willis. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Niners on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Willis will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. Staying on his feet. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the gun, here's Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Think right. 30 left. 30 left. 11 Agate.
Lawrence. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on a
touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Escape, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Josh Allen, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And a loose football. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now a give right side Swift. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.